You've seen the headlines about luxury cars getting smarter, faster, and more desirable by the year. But what if the real story behind the 10 worst luxury cars that waste your money is far uglier than glossy ads will ever admit? Recent data shows some of the most prestigious 2020-plus models lose over half their value in just 2 years, rack up $18,000 repair bills, and can leave owners stranded with software failures that cost thousands to fix. These aren't just bad investments, they're financial traps hiding behind digital dashboards and shimmering paint. So why are so many people falling for these seductive money pits, and which models are the worst offenders right now? Let's pull back the curtain and reveal ownership truths you were never meant to see. Number 10. The 2022 Depreciation Avalanche, Mercedes EQA. This 2022 Mercedes EQA might look like the future of luxury electric vehicles. Sleek lines, a shimmering badge, and a hyper-screen that stretches clear across the dashboard. With a claimed 260-mile range and the latest digital luxuries, it is designed to turn heads and draw in new, tech-hungry buyers. The entry price alone promises access to the Mercedes experience for a new generation. But here is what they do not tell you about these newer models. The EQA's value falls faster than almost any electric crossover in its class. In major European markets, early data shows up to 41% of its value gone after just 3 years, while some variants have dipped even lower. It is not alone, but the EQA stands out because it was supposed to be Mercedes' affordable gateway to electric luxury. Instead, owners who bought new in 2021 or 2022 are watching resale prices nosedive, with certified examples listing for barely half their original sticker. Under the skin, the EQA's tech is just as risky. While owners love the digital displays and seamless phone integration, reliability is a different story. The EQA shares critical battery components with the EQB, both of which have been swept up in high-voltage battery recalls after fire risk investigations. One global recall covered over 33,000 vehicles. There is no shortage of horror stories on forums, with owners stranded by warning lights tied to software bugs in the battery management system, sometimes with no clear fix from the dealer. Then come the repair costs. European owners facing out-of-warranty battery problems have been quoted up to $18,000 for replacement packs after suspected overheating events. Even minor electronic faults can trigger multi-thousand-dollar service bills, and parts delays stretch for months. Meanwhile, Mercedes as a brand scored just 23 out of 100 on Consumer Reports' latest reliability rankings for 2024. Second worst among all automakers, and far below mainstream rivals. The result? A luxury electric vehicle that flatlines on value, brings sky-high repair risk, and leaves recent buyers holding the bill. A beautiful 2022 Mercedes that could drain your bank account before the warranty ever runs out. Number 9. The 2023 Dream Deflator, Lucid Air. On paper, the Lucid Air Dream Edition looks like the ultimate flex. It is an all-electric flagship with a $169,000 sticker and a record-setting 516-mile range, higher than any Tesla. The cabin feels like a high-rise penthouse, soft Alcantara, Tara everywhere, with a dashboard that seems ripped from the future. Early adopters lined up, betting on a Silicon Valley brand, promising to leapfrog Mercedes, Porsche, and BMW at their own game. But here is what Lucid does not advertise. According to IC Cars, the Lucid Air loses 66.3% of its value in just 5 years. That is the fastest drop of any electric luxury sedan since 2020. A top-spec Dream Edition bought new, becomes a used car worth less than a basic E-Class by the time the battery warranty is up. Even worse, 3-year depreciation clocks in at 56.5%, so buyers take most of the hit before their payment book is halfway finished. The headaches are not just financial. In 2024, a routine over-the-air update bricked multiple Lucid Airs, leaving owners locked out, dashboards dead, and doors jammed shut. Lucid's support team needed overnight repairs and in some cases sent out mobile techs just to get the cars started again. Owners have been billed up to $4,000 for software recovery if the car is out of warranty, and with only a handful of service centers nationwide, parts delays turn small fixes into month-long ordeals. For anyone hoping prestige would cushion resale, the numbers tell a harsh story. A $170,000 car that is worth barely $57,000 in 5 years, plus 4-figure repair bills for simple software failures. The Lucid Air looks like tomorrow, but it will empty your wallet today. Number 8. The 2021 British gimmick, Jaguar FPace. On the surface, the 2021 Jaguar FPace promises British flair with its sculpted hood, Turbo 4 punch, and a cabin lined in real aluminum and stitched leather. The infotainment system, Jaguar's InControl Touch Pro Duo, boasts twin screens and voice activation that's meant to rival Mercedes and BMW. Starting just north of $53,000, it tempts buyers searching for something a little less predictable in a world of German SUVs. But here's what the brochures gloss over. Newer FPace models lose value at a staggering pace, up to 60% down the drain after 5 years, according to IC Cars. Kelley Blue Book shows a 2020 FPace dropping more than half its sticker price by year 3. That's financial quicksand, even by luxury standards. Consumer Reports doesn't mince words. The FPace sits on their likely less reliable list, weighed down by Jaguar's notorious history with electrical and drivetrain problems. Multiple owner forums report catastrophic gearbox failures. One unlucky driver was hit with a $12,000 repair bill just after the warranty expired, with the car barely past 35,000 miles. And if the infotainment glitches or driver assistance systems act up, dealer visits can turn into months-long sagas, thanks to parts shortages and slow software fixes. The numbers paint a bleak picture. 5-year maintenance and repair costs routinely top $14,000 on higher trims. Owners who brave post-warranty life often face transfer cases, turbos, and electrical modules failing far earlier than expected. And those aren't cheap fixes. Jaguar's badge might shine, but for recent FPace buyers, that British heritage comes with a wallet-busting curse. If you thought depreciation was bad in the German camp, wait until the FPace redefines what it means to waste money on luxury. Number 7. The overpromised overload. 2022 Tesla Model S Plaid. Tesla's Model S Plaid sets records on paper: 1,020 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, and a stark, minimalist cockpit filled with software-driven features. Even at $135,000, it lures buyers with the promise of both raw speed and Silicon Valley tech. The hype is easy to believe when every spec sheet dares rivals to keep up. But here's what gets buried in the sales pitch. The Plaid's bleeding-edge software is notorious for glitches that leave owners stranded, frustrated, or both. J.D. Power's 2025 Vehicle Dependability Study puts Tesla at 209 problems per 100 vehicles, still trailing the industry average. Owners report everything from phantom touchscreen freezes to random loss of climate control. The most galling part? After a routine software update, one owner found their HVAC system dead. The fix? Tesla charged $382 for a software patch, $255 just for the diagnostic, then another $127 for a forced update. That's not a corner case either. Out-of-warranty repairs for Model S Plaid can balloon fast, especially for software-driven bugs. And the financial pain doesn't stop there. According to iSeekers, the Model S drops 60.3% in value after 3 years, faster than nearly any other luxury sedan. Even the first year stings, with a 17.2% plunge reported for new Plaids. For those already reeling from the sticker price, that amounts to a 5-figure loss before the first recall hits your inbox. A 1,000 horsepower electric vehicle that can outrun Ferraris, but nickel and dimes you on every software hiccup, then torches its value faster than you can say, over-the-air update. A 2022 Model S Plaid might be a technological marvel, but as an investment, it's a costly bet that rarely pays off. Number 6. The 2022 maintenance bomb, BMW 7 Series. This 2022 BMW 7 Series arrives with all the right badges. The flagship sedan, shimmering paint, acres of leather, and a dashboard that glows with ambient light. The 740i's turbocharged inline-6 and adaptive air suspension are engineered to deliver a ride that feels weightless, even over rough pavement. Gesture control, 4-zone climate, and the latest iDrive tech sound like the perfect reasons to step up to BMW's luxury icon. But here's what buyers don't hear at the dealer. 2 years after driving off the lot, this 7 Series can drop half its value. Kelley Blue Book puts the 2020 model's 3-year depreciation at 50%, a $28,000 loss for most owners. It's not just resale numbers that sink wallets. The 7 Series is a reliability minefield. Consumer Reports warns that BMW's dependability has slipped far below the industry average. And RepairPal data shows a 47.11% probability of a major repair within 10 years. That's one of the highest rates among large luxury sedans today. The pain starts when the tech breaks. Owners report adaptive air suspension failures as soon as 30,000 miles, and a single rebuild can cost $5,000. Complex electrical faults in the latest iDrive can brick core features, while sourcing replacement parts sometimes means waiting weeks. Post-warranty, even standard services are expensive, with annual maintenance climbing north of $2,300 by year 5. Extended warranties are almost required, or you're facing major repairs out of pocket. A used 2022 7 Series might look like a great deal, but with 50% depreciation, a coin flip chance at major repairs, and eye-watering suspension costs, it's a luxury badge that may bankrupt you before the next redesign. The Mercedes EQS SUV was billed as the future of electric luxury, flagship status, 6-figure price tag, and a cabin packed with every imaginable tech feature. But the story for 2023 buyers took a quick turn. Just 2 years after landing in showrooms, the EQS SUV now holds on to only about 37% of its sticker price. Kelley Blue Book tracked a $105,550 example, dropping to $38,018, a staggering 63% depreciation. For early adopters, that's $67,000 lost before the first major service bill. The problems didn't stop at resale. In May 2023, Mercedes recalled 3,828 EQS SUVs and sedans for high-voltage battery software defects that could kill propulsion with no warning. Owners faced $4,200 out-of-warranty repair bills if electronic modules failed again, and parts shortages stretched fixes for weeks. Meanwhile, the BMW iX, pitched as a cutting-edge rival, is faring almost as poorly. 2-year depreciation sits at 53%, and US service data shows average 10-year maintenance costs topping $15,991. Even a basic control module reflash can cost €360 just to clear persistent system errors. For both SUVs, the cost of staying on the road matches what some buyers would expect for an exotic supercar. A 2023 badge, but the service bills and lost value hit harder than most owners imagined. Number 5. The service bay siphon, BMW X7 and Mercedes C-Class. The BMW X7 sits at the top of the brand's SUV lineup, promising 7 seats, executive comfort, and every gadget in the book. Buyers are lured in by its sheer size and the latest tech, with prices starting above $82,000 for a new 2024 model. But beneath the prestige, the X7 is notorious for draining owner wallets. Over 10 years, maintenance and repairs average $20,542, nearly double what you would pay for most luxury SUVs. According to RepairPal, there is a 56.41% chance, better than a coin flip, that you'll face a major service before year 10. Owners report $3,200 bills just for chassis repairs, and that is before factoring in air suspension issues or electronics that send the car straight to the dealer. Moving to the Mercedes C-Class, what looks like an entry ticket to German luxury turns into a financial trap for many. 3 years after purchase, the C-Class can lose nearly half its value, with a 47% drop recorded for the latest models. Out-of-warranty engine repairs now reach $4,750 for common issues, and annual maintenance keeps climbing as the miles pile on. For both the X7 and C-Class, the real luxury is not leather or badge, it is keeping your savings intact. These modern status symbols can quietly bankrupt you, one service invoice at a time. Subscription fees have quietly become the new luxury car money trap. BMW's X5, a perennial favorite among SUV buyers, now brings a surprise with every monthly statement. Features like heated seats, once standard, are locked behind an ongoing fee. In 24, owners are billed $18 a month, $216 each year, for the privilege of warm seats in winter, with the running total climbing to $2,400 if you keep the SUV for 10 years. That's on top of the X5's 42% depreciation in 3 years, according to the latest IC Cars data. What was once a one-time factory option has turned into a relentless charge, quietly draining bank accounts long after the lease paperwork is signed. Owners have shared stories of surprise charges on forums and escalating bills as more features go subscription-only, changing the financial equation for luxury buyers. In today's market, a 24 BMW X5 isn't just a status symbol, it's a rolling reminder that the costs never stop. A 55% drop in value for the Mercedes EQA in just 2 years, repair bills surpassing $20,000 for recent BMWs, and monthly subscription costs for heated seats. These are not isolated incidents, but clear patterns revealed by the latest data. From Consumer Reports reliability scores as low as 28 out of 100, to IC Cars documentation of flagship electric vehicles losing over 60% of their value in 5 years, the evidence is consistent. Modern luxury cars from 2020 onward can rapidly turn prestige into financial distress. Yet, some questions remain. Automakers have not disclosed full long-term outcomes for new technology, and exact repair rates after 100,000 miles are still unknown. What is clear is that today's luxury car market demands careful scrutiny of maintenance costs, depreciation rates, and hidden fees, factors now documented in owner bills and industry reports. The facts show that in 2024, status and technology rarely protect against steep losses. For those considering a new luxury model, the evidence warns. Even the latest badge may come at a far greater cost than advertised.